life will I play with the Santa Ana wind's name again. So right here there was just a fire, super large, but it's contained now. On this side there was a fire, it's contained now. But on this side, here is the Pasadena one, and that is still not contained. That one's about 10,000 acres or so. So that one's pretty bad. But I'm just incredibly grateful that this one was not. This one didn't reach us because that would have been bad. And then also this one was very, very, very close to reaching us. So thankfully, we're all okay. Thank you to everyone that reached out and asked if I was okay and if, you know, if us and the family were doing good, because man, I was scared. I'm incredibly grateful that we're okay, and man, I'm praying for everybody else because this is no joke. As far as the back outside, boys, we just have a bunch of debris here, but everybody's good. Earlier, this one was tipped over a little bit, but nobody has fallen over, which is great. Last night I checked in See, look, you can see there's more of the fire right here. Insane. But last night I looked outside and I checked in on the back outside boys, and Rocky was swaying back and forth, and I was kind of shook. So I don't know if that was a good idea for me to do, because the rest of the night I was just tripping. But yeah, this is a better view of the Eaton fires. Well, yeah, man, this is no joke. We just got our power back, but this right here is the Palisades fire. It keeps getting worse and worse by the minute. Mind you, we're about 30 to 40 miles away from the beach, and this is about to go over the hill. So yeah, we just got our power back, and we are incredibly grateful for that, but this is our backyard. Literally. So here's a couple updates on our side. All of our debris is gone. I went ahead and swept it up and leaf blew it. But like I said, this is the least of our worries. Like, you know, this looks good, and like, you know, I'm content with this and whatever. But like, right here is where the Palisades fires are, and it's just like a reminder of reality. And granted, it looks way less crazier, I guess you can say, than yesterday or last night. But still, it's just a reminder of what's actually happening. And I feel like I've been in this rut creatively. It's like I feel guilty for posting. I even feel guilty for like taking showers. And like I feel guilty for recording content like this. And like I've been kind of like struggling with it. Like, granted, this is the beginning of the year, and it's like, what the hell do I do for the rest of the year? You know, like my whole life is based around like home and houseplants and just self-care. And it's like all those things people don't have now. Like people don't have their home anymore. And like, I don't know, it's just something that I'm kind of struggling with right now. But what I've kind of come to a realization, or like essentially how I, for lack of a better word, like justify it, is my whole idea with this, and my whole idea with these are fresh starts and just content creation in general, is to kind of give people a form of escapism for those 8 to 12 minutes, however long the episodes are, and or even like my short form content. But like, you know, I kind of want you guys to forget about what's going on, you know, that you guys are struggling with mentally, physically, financially, whatever the hell the case is, for those couple of minutes, and just give you guys something to look forward to, and give you guys something to escape into, and just, you know, submerge yourself into. Not that my life is incredibly interesting, but like, you know, y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm trying just to show you guys, like, give you guys some hope, and give you guys something to look forward to, and give you guys something to, you know, be interested in. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It really sucks. Like, didn't have power for 3 days, almost 4 days. And I don't know, like I felt guilty for even like taking a shower. But that's where I've been at right now. And later on today, we're gonna, you know, take our time and give our time and volunteer. You know, we have our power, like I said, and we have our things, but a lot of people don't. So I just feel like I need to give my time to someone who needs it, and people who need it, and do something for those in need, and do something to, you know, give my time and use my time wisely, essentially, and use my time for people who need it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's where we're at right now with this episode. This definitely was not in my cards, and I was definitely not trying to make it like this, obviously. But yeah, luckily, just to give you a brief summary on the fires, we were surrounded by a few, but luckily we weren't affected by them as much as other people, obviously. But yeah, there was a lot of scares. This was my first ever fire. And I'm not gonna lie, the first night I was freaking out. Like I was like pacing back and forth. I couldn't sleep. And Geraldine was kind of like, calming me down and, assuring me that everything's gonna be okay. And, thank God everything was okay. I was very, very nervous because we were next, really, really close to a fire, and a zone next to us was on the warning to evacuate. And I thought literally like, oh shit, it's over. Like we're gonna have to evacuate now. So then we packed the bag just in case, and we were prepared, in the event that we had to, but thank God we didn't have to. Thank God that evacuation warning was, what's the word? Dismissed? I don't know, but it was lifted. The evacuation warning was lifted. So that meant we were safe as well. But then like literally, within these past days, we live behind a set of mountains, or a mountain range rather, and there was 2 fires on that mountain range. And I remember like going outside in the driveway and like talking to our neighbors, and while we were talking, ash was falling onto our cars, and like, it was really crazy, but insane to think that I went to go get pizza for us and the neighbors and filled up my car with gas just in case we had to leave. And that took probably about 20 minutes. And within those 20 minutes, I came back and there was no more ash. There was no more smoke. There was no more fire. The fire was put out. So thankfully, the fire department has been able to do these things and are so on top of it. And I'm incredibly grateful for the firefighters in LA. And I feel like those guys are the true heroes. And I don't know, it's just crazy. Like the work is not done. That's why we want to, give our time to volunteer, because we are fortunate to have our power, and we are fortunate to not necessarily have to worry about the things that other people are worrying about. So we want to give our time to allow them not to worry about those things, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's it. I appreciate y'all if you guys have stuck around until the end. Shout out to the new subscribers. We have been getting a lot. But yeah, I just want to give my time, and I want to continue to create content. I was battling it, but I want to continue to create content to give you guys something to look forward to, whether you're going through something mentally, personally, physically, whatever the case is, and, give you guys a form of escapism. But it's your boy Playman P, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of A Fresh Start.